wearing your Wranglers with your the pouch for your junk?
Hello tonight. This is your host. This is CJ. This is the RockWire podcast. And as always, with me tonight from the city by the bay, Beefcake Brad. How are you tonight, Brad?
Hey, I'm having a great night. I've been listening to music all day, so I'm kind of excited. I am rocking my new look. I am sporting a hat for a change because I can't grow hair like the Wolf Man.
Yes, we notice there's a different look. Of course, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple or any podcasts, the first half of the show is on YouTube with the description, with the videos in the description below on YouTube. But the visual, my man from the Badlands, huntsmansupply.com, Derek, the look is a little different tonight. You got the Pimp Daddy tracksuit. The camo hat is gone.
I just jerked
and
off
you
in my
have
hair
beautiful
look.
gelled up frosted hair. You're fucking looking GQ tonight, man. What's going on, buddy?
This is my Russian gangster jacket. I'm happy to be here with you two metalheads. This is fun.
Let's get into the shit, man. So we got 3 songs for you tonight. We got new Vended. We got new Slash and Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators. And I have a band you've probably never heard of called Station. So lead us off, D. You've been talking about the new Vended for a couple weeks now. The new single, Burn My Misery, 1 week old. Bring it.
Burn My Misery. I tell you what, I was excited. I was excited to hear Corey Taylor's son, who's the lead singer of Vended. I believe Clown from Slipknot. His son is I don't even know what he is. If he's a drummer or whatnot. I don't know if you guys know. But I'm gonna tell you something. This is bone-crushing music here, what they do. And he sounds so much like his dad. It's not even funny. It is so crazy. It is really good. The music, they actually have really good hooks. As hard as this song is, they have really good hooks. I thought this song was maybe too long, but I listened to it some more and I really liked it a lot, and I enjoyed how long it was, which was surprising. The only thing I would say is I kind of wish there would be some softer tones in the chorus. I guess more like Slipknot, but they're not Slipknot. So I was torn myself with, should they be more melodic kind of in the singing, or more he's just intense the whole time. They do it a little bit. I wish they did a little bit more, but god dang, it's just, the music is amazing. I really like it a lot.
He sounds so much like Corey Taylor.
I know.
You can never convince me that this, if I didn't know better,
I wouldn't.
You could never convince me that this isn't a Slipknot demo.
No DNA test needed. That boy is Corey Taylor's son.
If you're a Slipknot fan, I think you're probably going to be a Vended fan, because it is, yeah, man, the DNA did not fall far from the tree. It sounds like Corey Taylor's on vocals, and the band's pretty rocking. Brad,
well,
where are you at?
The first thing I wrote down tempo. This band knows how to carry a tempo,
yeah,
which was solid. And I actually felt that the transition between the clean vocals and the tailpipe smoking yelling vocals were flawless. I felt there was enough of that melodic stuff in there that was blended. You know, just didn't happen during the chorus, but it was throughout the whole cadence of the lyrics. Was awesome. And that showed, just like his dad, that he can do it. But I think the underlying member of this band that's being overlooked is the drummer. That dude is phenomenal. His range that he's drumming at, I think that guy is who's carrying the band.
So, all right, man. Let's spin the new 1 week old, Vended. Burn My Misery, the second single. All right, B-Rad. So, C button on this track.
Well,
I wouldn't be one of those people, but someone had to bring it. It needed to be brought in.
well,
Slash and Myles Kennedy, The River is Rising, 4 days old, brand spanking new on the RockWire.
so I brought this song. I've seen Myles Kennedy and Slash in the Conspiracy play, and they are amazing. But I brought this because somebody brought 2 Guns N' Roses songs over the past 2 months. That one was terrible and one was pretty decent, but it was like no originality. So this is what Slash can still do. You listen to the song and the guitar tones are spot on. He can still bring it. He can still write, he plays, he can shred solid music. Myles is a great singer. He's one of my favorite rock singers. Just imagine if this was Axl Rose. Could Axl pull this song off? I'm going to say no. So let me know what you think, man. I think this is awesome. This is like original GNR.
Derek.
Look, this isn't the first time Slash has been with Myles Kennedy.
Right.
I've never been a big fan of Myles Kennedy. He has too much of a poppy, pretty boy voice as far as I'm concerned. Never been impressed with their stuff. It's good, but whatever. But this song is really good. The riff that Slash does, that jerky kind of a riff, and God dang it, if Myles Kennedy didn't make me rethink things, because he sounded really good. I guess my thing was, I never thought his voice was that gritty, and Axl Rose has that gritty kind of a sound. And I always thought Myles Kennedy, he played with, who's the Stone Temple Pilots guy he played with that is dead?
Scott Weiland.
Yeah, Scott Weiland. I never liked his voice either. Screw that.
So you're saying you didn't like Velvet Revolver?
No, I wasn't a big fan of Velvet Revolver, but this song is really, really good, and I listened to this a lot. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good song. And it's really cool at the end of the song.
The outro.
When it jams at the very end, it almost reminded me of Paradise City when they start jamming like that. So
I thought about Rocket Queen.
It was.
Yeah.
I like the song a lot. I'm glad you opened my eyes to this beat.
To the talent of one Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators. I totally agree with you, Derek. The best work Slash did on this album on this track was the outro at the very end of the song, where he really kicks it into high gear and wraps the track up. Myles is a great singer. He sings great on this track. I hope that this is not the best track off the upcoming album. I will say that. And the reason I'm a little down on this track is, how many times have we heard the river is rising, the waters are rising, the well is running dry? I think that lyric's pretty played out. And my hope was Slash was going to save this with a blistering riff and a blistering solo. And I don't think the top-hatted one delivered on this track. So I'm hoping that this is not the best song to come off from this album, because I'm not impressed.
See, I think throughout the majority of the song is he was kind of toned down, and he's just doing fills until the end, until the outro.
I just want to know one thing is, I don't know of any songs that they always, oh gosh, here we are talking about the river rising again. Goddamn bayou down in New Orleans. I don't know where are you hearing all these river rising lyrics and stuff. I don't get it.
Derek, he did bring that one song about a 6-pack and a radio down by the river. That was probably the best.
When the New Roses did it, it was fresh.
You're such a goofball. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's been thousands of songs since 2 years ago.
Listen, The River Rising is not a played out as get in my pickup truck and let's go skinny dipping down by the river in the moonlight in country radio.
Or crazy.
That is not. But I was not impressed with the hook or the lyrics on this track, and I know they can do better, and they will. Wow. Except who gives a shit what I say, because I'm just a fucking idiot with a stupid podcast that no one listens to. So
got a point.
So you guys decide for yourselves, man. Check it out. / Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators. The River is Rising. 4 days fresh. Which brings me to Station, not the station. And the new single, Can't Find My Way, by the Station, off the new album Perspective. So this band was founded by Chris Lane on guitar, Patrick Kearney on vocals. They're out in New York City. And for me, this is a really well-written song. It's a good song that is like a throwback to 1980s rock and roll radio. And it's a little mellow for the RockWire, but there is some superior lead guitar in this track that I think makes it above average. And it is the best I could find of the new music this week. Derek, you know what? No. Brad, you take the middle spot, because I think Derek might need a minute.
All right. Danger meets Nelson, and they have a kid together. This is
the Station.
This is the Station. I mean, Adam.
Wait, Brad. Normally your sounds like fucking suck, but you nailed that one.
I like both those bands, by the way, Danger and Nelson. So actually, Station, I kind of like this song. The lyrics really tell a story. And what I really like about that is the band didn't overthink it as they're playing behind the lyrics. So it's really lyrically driven, I felt. I can't believe I didn't bring this song. This is a song about somebody that's really in touch with their emotions and don't have to scream about it, Derek.
All right, D, what say you about Station from New York City?
Well, that's kind of funny. That was a good one, Brad. Sounds like thing. I was thinking more like Firehouse. Kind of remind me of Firehouse a little bit.
Firehouse had a little more rock.
Derek, baby, don't treat the Station bad.
All I know is, for anybody that cares, if they want to know what CJ stands for, it's Colby Jack, because he brings the cheesiest damn songs every week. His cheese-o-meter hits the red every time Peg's out. This song is so classically, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s kind of a thing. And I couldn't wait to come on here and just rip the hell out of you for this boring-ass song. And then I listened to it a few more times, and god dang.
Oh, it grew on you a little bit, didn't it?
It grew on me a little. It did. I had to give it to it. Not that it's not cheesy. It is. The cheese master is you.
Well, you know what? When I say this is a throwback to 80s rock radio, that is like code for this is some cheesy, poppy rock and roll that would have been a fucking top 10 song in 1985.
You're right. No, this would have been, and it is a good song. It just has the formula from back then, and you know, it is cheesy. But then again, I love cheese, and all cheese is not bad. I love every kind of cheese, and there's something to be said for a good old-fashioned kind of is this a love song? I don't know. He seems like he's in love with someone.
Yeah, I think she's in love with him, but he just can't quite find his way into the race. He can't commit. It's a song about non-committal.
He's got a side piece. He doesn't want to give the side piece up.
Yeah, but
well, he's in a fucking rock and roll band in New York City. He's probably got 15 side pieces.
He's a struggling musician. He needs to find somebody to support his ass. So,
a couple somebodies.
I can't
ask Brett Michaels.
I'm not going to give you too much crap. I wanted to come on here and just rip you apart, but then it grew on me. But you are the cheese master still.
The rest of the album's pretty solid. If you think this song's okay, I encourage you to check out the new album because I really could have took any song off the album quality wise, but this is the new single. So here we go. Station, I Can't Find My Way. All right, man. So that is the wrap for the YouTube. And all right, YouTube, and I as always, I want to encourage you to get over to Spotify, get the second half of the podcast where we do the news and it gets a little looser. I don't know how much looser this podcast can get. Station. And the lead single off the new track, Jesus Christ. See, I call myself an idiot, and then everything fucking falls apart. I went to the machine and got me a Snickers bar, and I was fucking vended.